where your change also must occur if you ever want to see anything different is here. Y'all, I was stuck. I was totally scattered and all over the place, and it was burning me out. And if you're feeling anything like I was feeling, here are some tips that you can use to apply these same principles to yourself in your journey. Hi, I'm Nissi. I empower women who love YAH to honor him with their lives so that they can faithfully represent him in all that they do. Because that's what NissiYah actually means. So you, woman who loves YAH and wants to honor him with her life, her gifts, her creativity, her family, her job, whatever, but maybe you feel stagnant, like no new ideas are coming or no new inspiration is coming your way. Maybe you're a content creator like me and you have big dreams and desires and goals of achieving financial freedom and success on social media or on YouTube, but you don't know exactly what it is that you want to bring out here to the YouTube table. Or maybe you might be a woman who knows exactly what she wants and she's ready for that new start. What I'm sharing will be helpful to you whether you're in any of these situations. And what I'm talking about is a new start, a new beginning, and a refresh, a reset, a rebrand in my case. What is it that's going to jolt you and set you anew? Like you take a plant and it's alive, but it's kind of stuck and the roots are all jumbled together in one pot. So you take it and put it in a new pot and let it start fresh. How do you do that for yourself and for your mind, your spirit, and your physical body? Like you can refresh and renew and restart physically, spiritually, and emotionally and mentally, which is what I'm in the process of doing. And I'm just like I said before, I'm on this content creation journey and I'm taking you guys with me to show you what steps I'm actually taking right now in the process so that I can start fresh, so that I can start anew, so that I can grow and flourish and achieve my goals. One thing that I have done physically in my space is to redo my office area. One of my subscribers asked me about my recording setup, and I recently changed all of that. I work from home, praise YAH for my current job, but I want to be free. And so I have my office, but I've incorporated into my recording studio. When I first started working from home, I had a little desk, well, it's actually just a folding table set up, and I was in that really old chair where it was my grandfather's chair that it was like from the 1960s with a wicker back, but it's what I had. And up until like a couple months ago, y'all, that's what I was actually sitting in. But I decided that I was going to make a couple of changes. I took my desk, moved it around, and I have put up my powerful, empowering statements up on the wall that I see every morning and every time that I sit here. I have now got me a very cool office chair where I'm not sunken down like this, trying to, in an old chair with no support. Like now I got a chair with a back and I can swivel a little bit. I have got this cool shelf because I thought it was pretty, and sometimes you just want to make an investment in something to just spruce your space up. I've never had really a chance to totally express myself in a space, even though we're probably talking about like maybe, I don't know, 7 or 8 square feet over here, but it's my square feet. And so I get to make it what I want it. And that helps me to just be like, whew, I can be over here. I can be myself, as my daughter called it, Nissi Core, and express. I also have this really cool extendable arm thingy with a ring light that I use to do my recording. And I make my setup where I can put because I record from my phone, and I put my phone in the handle, make it face me. So I use the rear camera, the better quality camera, and I just put it in that arm, get myself situated where you can kind of see me now. And then I check how I look. Once I start recording, I'll do a test to make sure that I'm in the video, that there's nothing on my face that you can't see. Oh my gosh. My bra. And I just get it going. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. If I wait for it to be perfect, I'll never get it done. But it's fresh and renewed and enough for me. So I have links for the arm thingy for the shelf, for the chair, in the description box if you're interested in any of that stuff that I use. Mentally, the change that I had to make. Mentally. The Most High put a seed in me to express myself on social media. That's not something that I wanted to do. My mind had to shift to say, okay, I'm going to do what you called me to do. How can I be true to you, Almighty One who made me? And after some time, it was like a shift to like, okay, I'll do it. Then a shift to, okay, should it be this or should it be that? And pressing forward and feeling really, really burnt out because not knowing what way I should go, which niche I should be in, what road I should go down, whether it be crochet or jewelry making. Should it be Instagram? Should it be TikTok? Should it be YouTube? Trying to do all, encompass that with stuff that I was going through on my regular life journey and healing, and just trying to plop it all into this one YouTube channel. And it has not been successful like I'd hoped it would. So the shift in my mind that I had to make to start new and rebrand is to actually focus and decide, here's what this channel is going to be about. Who am I trying to help? How am I trying to help them? And what am I going to do from this moment forward to make that work and decide that it is going to work? To choose that it is working, that this is what success looks like. It's not going to pop off overnight. I tell my children, you're seeing the process of us becoming financially free. And as I do it, then I can learn it, see what works, see what doesn't, and then teach it to them. I don't ever want my children to feel like they have to build up their resume, go on somebody's job interview to get some lower paying job like I've done my whole life, and then be somebody else's employee to help that person achieve their goals, and meanwhile living paycheck to paycheck. That is a generational curse that I am totally intent on breaking right now. And so I had to shift my mind to that, and I know that I will not stop. I'm achieving that goal. I am worthy to receive all that YAH has for me because he has it for me. He has it for you. So get yourself into a mindset where you know that this is going to work. Because if you choose that and decide that what you're doing for the Most High, what you're doing to free yourself, what you're doing to be expressive and creative is working, then that is what starts you and catapults you into the journey of it working. And I'm showing you guys, I'm so glad that I'm chronicling this, because to me, this is like a legacy where my children, your children, whoever can see my process, where I'm going, where I'm heading. Yeah, right now, my YouTube videos might have 20 views, 50, but one day that'll be 2 million, 5 million, and I'm sure of it. And I have to, that was a refresh. That was a rebrand in my own thoughts. It's also imperative that you use language that aligns with your goals. That if you see low views, if you see things aren't going well, you see the analytics ain't looking right, speak positivity no matter what you see. Speak what you want to occur no matter what is currently occurring. Because life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those that love it will eat its fruit. So if you speak negativity, that's the fruit that you're going to eat. And I don't want to eat no negative fruit. I expect positivity. I expect life. I expect prosperity. I expect wealth. I expect freedom. And I will achieve those goals. The spiritual change for me, as far as the content creation journey, is recognizing that none of this is done apart from him. This is all, he all up in this, okay? He is all up in this. It's all for his glory. I'm only doing it because he's urged me. I'm only doing it because it's where he put me. So there's no separation from him. And for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody's got to come on here and talk anything spiritual, anything scriptural. You do you. But if you love YAH, want to honor him with your life, you ask him, how do you do that? How do you express? If you want to just talk about your fitness journey and where you came from and where you're going and how you're doing it, and then other people can be inspired to go along, then you're still honoring him because you're uplifting his people. He's the one who made you. So everything you do involves him. When did my shift occur? This mind shift and this renewal and the physical change that I'm talking about for me happened in January of 2025. So that is the starting place. That's the marker for where I would say I began this sprint, and that is where I can go back to and, compare my progress and see. So I'm so glad that I have that I can look back on and say, that's where my mind shift began. That's where I rebranded my channels, where I rebranded my thinking, and now look at me. You know what I'm saying? When you see me in my surroundings, when I'm out on my yacht, or when I'm in Ghana with my mama, because that is a real motivator right there. Like, I'm coming, girl. But when you see me living my life freely and purposefully, and my surroundings change, that I'll be able to refer back to January 2025 and be like, wow, that's when that started. Yours? When was yours? Let us know in the comments. Have you decided to start fresh? Have you decided to start it all? When did you start? And if you haven't, then you can start right now. Where do you feel comfortable? Where do you feel like is your space? Like, I'll show y'all, but this is a very tiny corner of my house. It's actually in my bedroom, but I got my window, I got YAH's creation, I got my chair, it's just, this is my spot. Where's yours? Where is a place that you are able to express yourself, where you feel comfortable and free enough to let out a song, to paint, make jewelry, whatever? Where is the space for you? Go there and do. And not just physically, but where your change also must occur, if you ever want to see anything different, is here. Your thoughts must align with what is good and what is lovely and what is righteous, and they must align with YAH's will, and they must align with your goals. And when I say your thoughts, I also mean your words. I can't express that part enough. It's life and death. Why would you even consider refreshing yourself? Why would you consider a fresh start? And I just look at it as what the scripture says. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Renewing your mind is going to transform you. And even if things seem well and good for you, like anything that's not growing is dying or dead. So even if you feel comfortable, like eventually the things level out and they can become stagnant. Water that is not moving. I just took my children on this walk. We went to Lake Johnson in Raleigh, and it is beautiful out there. And there's like a almost 4-mile loop around. So they were, I wore them out. But anyway, as we were walking around the lake, like I guess the water, it hadn't rained for a bit and the water started to go down. And in some areas, the water's just sitting there. Y'all, it was so funky. Like, oh my gosh, I brought my children out here and it stinks. But that's a perfect example. If water is not flowing, it's stinking. So be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Continually moving forward in YAH. Continually growing. Continuing to flourish. And finally, how? YAH. YAH is it. YAH is in all. He is everything. Abba YAH is everything. So ask him, how can I be true to you, Almighty One who made me? How can I begin again? How can I start fresh? How can I honor you in everything that I do? Because that's what I want. And he made you to do such a thing. Yahuwah is awesome, you guys. YAH is so awesome because you can have a prosperous, beautiful, wonderful life. But it's for his glory, though. It's not for you. It is so that you, as you represent him, show how awesome he is. So he's like, I'm going to get my glory. And whether that means I destroy you for being wicked, or it means I uplift you for being righteous and being on my side, he's going to get the glory either way. So you choose whether or not you want to be along for that ride. It is my utmost heart's desire to please YAH in everything. So I want to uplift his name and be along for that ride where he takes me up with him, where he upholds me. Nissi is literally in Hebrew a banner, a sign, like a flag, something you wave, like over here, over here. And Yah is my banner, and I am his. I'm here to uplift his name and show how wonderful and great and merciful he is. So thank you for being here to listen to me even talk about this. Please like this video if you like this video. I'm happy to share more of my journey with you. Like I said, it's like a testament, like a chronicle to myself, and also to anyone who has a desire to grow in their creativity for the Most High. I'm here to encourage and uplift, and not just me to you, you to me, and us to one another. So I'm so excited about having a community of people who do want to express themselves in the ways that the Most High made them to do it. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And as I said now for the third time in this video, in all things, ask, how can I be true to you, Almighty One who made me? Because he made you and he got you. I love you guys. Bye.